Guys are obsessed by women who do this. Have you ever wondered how to catch the attention of a guy? Is it a natural born skill or something you can practice? Many of us wonder this from time to time. Of course, if you're into a guy, you'll want to know if you've gotten his attention. Sometimes, there's nothing you need to do to catch a man's attention, but there are a few things you can do to hold it. By getting a guy obsessed with you, he'll develop a sort of tunnel vision on you. It'll be like you're the only thing he can focus on, and before he knows it, he'll be going the extra mile for you without hesitation. If you want a guy to be obsessed with you, follow these tips. Number 1, gaze at him. When you make direct eye contact with a man and lock in on a gaze, this is something that drives men wild. There's something about how time seems to stop for a few seconds while you're looking at him. You almost intimidate him with your penetrating gaze. It's not intimidation that scares him away, but rather intrigues him on a whole different level. Number 2, adopt a good sense of style. If you know how to dress yourself, it means you know what works for you and what doesn't. This can be super attractive to guys because it shows you're confident in your own skin and you know exactly how to show it. Number 3, embrace your curves. Although some women might be ashamed of their curves, this is something that men are obsessed with. Whether you make an effort to accentuate your curves by wearing certain clothing or working out, or you just have naturally voluptuous curves, a guy is certain to appreciate these more than you might realize. Number 4, express your personality. Something that can make you 10 times more attractive is when you aren't afraid to let your personality show. If there are certain quirks that you have, like snorting when you laugh, it might be something a guy is obsessed with about you. By showing these personality traits, you express your own individuality and give him something more to be attracted to than just looks. Number 5, have a good relationship with yourself. If you have a good relationship with yourself, it basically shows a man that you'd be fine without him. For some reason, this is something guys are obsessed with. Guys love it when they know you're an independent woman who loves herself just as much as he does. When you develop a good relationship with yourself, it also shows that you care for yourself above all and are living life for you. Number 6, show your playful side. Being able to not take things too seriously is a trait that guys will obsess over. They feel like they can joke around with you and it won't end in World War III. When someone can be playful, they're likely to be able to lighten the mood with a sense of humor if things ever get rough. Number 7, don't rush into things. There's nothing more of a turnoff when someone rushes into planning a future with you without even giving the relationship a chance to grow. Not only does this come off as desperate, but could even scare a guy away. When a woman can be in the moment and accept the relationship for what it is, it makes a guy feel like they have space to just take things slowly. Number 8, allow them their own space. In some relationships, it can be easy just to lose yourself in one another and have a sort of codependency existing within it. However, a healthy partnership should consist with a dynamic where the two of you have the space to be your own person. You should come together as separate individuals in the relationship. By doing this, you know both of you are your own people, and it makes you interested in one another even more. If you're able to do this in a relationship, guys will definitely obsess over this. Number 9, keep it real. This is something men are obsessed with in a woman, because they're able to feel like things are genuine with you. If you're someone who can be true to themselves and honest with a man, you'll likely have him wrapped around your finger. Number 10, be supportive. Something about knowing a woman is a guy's biggest cheerleader will have him obsessed. If you're someone who supports a guy in whatever he does, it'll be like his girl has his back and cheers him on like no one else can. You'll be certain to have him obsessed with you. Number 11, allow yourself to be vulnerable. When you open yourself up to someone and share things about your life, you allow yourself to form a more special type of bond. If you're vulnerable like this with a guy, he'll feel more connected to you on a much deeper level, and it will turn him obsessed by it. Number 12, make him feel helpful. When a woman has the ability to make a guy feel wanted and even needed, this is something he will obsess over. If you do this, you'll be certain to make him feel like he's living out his true manly form in a relationship. For example, you could simply allow a guy to help you reach something on the top shelf, and this will satisfy his need to feel like he's being a man for you. Number 13, smell good. Guys will absolutely drool over a woman who smells good. It's like you already look attractive, but then adding your own smell will have you lingering in a man's mind even when you're not around. When you have a good smell, you might be someone who wears the same perfume all of the time, or spices up your date nights with a sexy perfume. Either way, you're sure to have a man obsessed when you do this. Number 14, be standoffish. Unfortunately, this one is something that gets guys obsessed with a woman quite often. If a woman can just be the right amount of standoffish, a man will want to chase her even further to win her over. They love a challenge. Number 15, intelligence. When a woman is intelligent, she brings something to the table that can't be replaced. A guy will be obsessed with a woman who isn't afraid to show how smart she is without trying to brag or outsmart him. Number 16, independence. If a guy sees that you can be independent, This will make him obsessed with you. When a woman shows that she's independent, it shows that she can do things on her own and doesn't necessarily need a man for everything. Number 17, show your feminine side. If a woman can express more of her feminine side, this is something guys will obsess over. For example, if she's able to be honest with how she's feeling, yet won't allow others to walk all over her, then the man is likely to be obsessed with her. Number 18, jewelry. This one might seem a bit silly, but when a girl makes an effort to express herself through accessorizing with different kinds of jewelry, a man will likely find something to obsess over. He'll be attracted to the way that jewelry suits your unique tastes and gives you the shine that you deserve. He may even think that one particular piece of jewelry you wear and remember it by when you're not around. Number 19, sexuality. If a woman expresses her sexuality, there's no doubt a man would be attracted to this. Whether she's highly sexual and dirty or more on the innocent and conservative side, a guy will be obsessed with the fact that she's expressing this. Number 20, honesty. If a guy knows he's talking to a girl who's honest, he'll be more likely to feel comfortable opening up to her or even getting more serious within the relationship. When a woman is honest, it makes her someone that a man can trust and will likely have him obsessed with you. Number 21, be able to take the lead. Sometimes it's nice for a guy to see that a woman can take the reins on things. Whether you're someone who can make the first move or aren't afraid to hold your own during an argument, being able to take the lead will always have a guy obsessing over you. Number 22, cook well. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. If a woman can show off her cooking skills in the kitchen, a man will most likely find this very attractive and something to be obsessed with you over. Number 23, rest your head on him. When a woman rests her head on a guy's shoulders or chest, she sends a message to him that she feels safe in his presence. When she does this, a guy will definitely be obsessed over her because he'll feel like he's her protector. Number 24, embrace the natural look. Just as much as a guy loves a girl that dresses well and can wear makeup, he will love a girl who can rock a messy bun and her natural face even more. In fact, a guy will probably even obsess over a girl wearing comfy PJs and no makeup at all, as if it feels even more intimate. Number 25, play with his hair. There's nothing that feels better to a guy than when a woman rubs his fingers through his hair. It's calming, sensual, and relaxing all at the same time. If a girl does this, she'll be sure to have a guy obsessed. Number 26, talk passionately. When a woman speaks passionately about things she cares about, it shows a man there's much more to her than what's on the surface level. He'll likely be interested in hearing what you have to say and seeing you get all worked up about it in the moment. This will certainly have a guy obsessed. Well, now you know the way to capture a man's heart and have him obsessed. As you can see, most of these things are something you can easily practice or adopt in your relationships with a man. For instance, if you lack in an area like giving eye contact, then you can simply try to use more eye contact when it's natural to do so. While some guys might be obsessed by certain women more than others, a little detail to have them obsessed or something that all women can embody in their own ways. If you decide to practice some of these traits on your own time, don't be scared to put these skills to the test in front of your man.